They came at night, hundreds then thousands. Wild boars unstoppable, ruthless, and destructive. Fields destroyed overnight. Harvests ruined. Livelihoods crushed. For years, farmers fought a losing battle. Until one day, someone dug a line in the dirt. And everything changed. Today, you'll discover how a simple ditch outsmarted an entire army of wild boars. This isn't just a farming trick. It's a story of strategy, survival, and silent genius. Wild boars are not your average farm pest. They're fast, smart, and incredibly destructive. One adult boar can rip through acres in a single night. Now imagine hundreds of them, digging, trampling, feeding. And they don't stop. They breed fast. They adapt faster. In some regions, wild boars cost millions in agricultural damage every year. Farmers tried it all. Fences, poison, traps, firecrackers. Nothing worked for long. The boars always came back. Smarter, stronger, more determined. In one remote village, things got worse. Entire communities faced food shortages. Schools were closing. Farmers were giving up. Until one older farmer quietly began digging a ditch. People laughed. A ditch? Against wild boars? But he didn't stop. He made it wide and deep, not just a trap, but to confuse. And then something shocking happened. Boars came, just like always. But at the ditch, they stopped. They sniffed, circled, hesitated, then turned back. It wasn't just a barrier. It played with their instincts. Wild boars are strong but cautious. They avoid terrain they can't predict or escape. And that's exactly what this ditch created. Doubt. Not fear. Not pain. Confusion. And confusion was enough to win. So, what made this ditch so effective? Depth. At least 3 feet. Too high for a clear jump. Width. Around 2 feet. Narrow enough to see across, but risky to leap. Shape. Sloped walls to discourage climbing out if they fall in. Placement. Around the perimeter, with breaks to lead them into open fields. But the genius wasn't in just one ditch. It was in how dozens of farmers copied it, improved it, and linked them together like a natural defense network. Within months, boar attacks dropped by 90%. Suddenly, farmers had hope. Children returned to school. Crops were growing. And the boars? They kept avoiding the ditches. They had been outsmarted, not with violence, but with understanding. Local governments began funding the strategy. Agricultural universities studied it. Wildlife experts took notes. A war that had raged for years was being won with shovels and strategy. Let's talk boar psychology. Wild boars avoid risk. They're not reckless. They're opportunists. They choose the easiest path, the most open escape. The ditch interrupted that instinct. It created an uncertain outcome, something their brain couldn't process. And the best part? The ditch doesn't harm them. It doesn't kill or injure. It just makes them walk away. Simple. Ethical. Brilliant. This story is bigger than boars. It's about what happens when experience meets innovation. When farmers use their minds, not just tools. And it proves something even more powerful. You don't need millions to solve big problems. You just need to think deeper. Sometimes, you only need a ditch. Next time life charges at you like a wild boar, don't panic. Think, adapt, and dig your ditch. Like this video if you believe in smart solutions. Subscribe for more real stories of human intelligence beating chaos. Share this with someone who thinks small ideas can't make big change.